Hello and welcome to part 2 of our mini-series on foundation and real estate, which is really a refresher of what's hot, what's not in structure optimizing real estate in our country. Kat Zagati, I give you the lead once again. What are we tackling today in that hot topic?
Yes, good afternoon, Ian. So, if you recall, in our previous webcast, we discussed the tools that became obsolete, like JAFSA, some perhaps RAC ICC, depending on the case, and BVI. And we concluded that foundations are the most sophisticated and effective tool for UAE property holding. So today, Ian, I would like you to provide us with an overview of what options work and what do not.
So I think it's important to lay the ground here and say there are a lot of options. They all work to an extent, but they have pros and cons. And that's what we have tried to achieve in this comparison chart, where you see on your right what we think is often not optimal, heavy structure, multi-layer, cross-border, etc., or very simple UAE holdco in individual name is something that is still being done, but it's inefficient for a lot of reasons. But if you go on the left-hand side of the chart, there you see what we think is the most efficient. So let's briefly go through that. I think one thing that a lot of people want to achieve is consolidation. Take 1, 2, 3, 10 properties, for example, that are money generating and put them into one pool. You may want to do that because you want to raise finance, to have better monitoring, etc. For that, a company works perfectly fine. A foundation works perfectly fine. Now, what the company doesn't do is all the rest, which is a company will not by itself provide legacy planning. It has very limited asset protection. And more importantly, it is completely tax inefficient in today's world because proceeds of real estate going through a company are taxed at 9%, whereas proceeds from that same real estate through a foundation can be exempt and therefore zero. So if you look at this, the consolidation alone, very similar company foundation, but foundation much superior for the other aspects. So one could say, okay, but if I want tax efficiency, I can actually hold that in name, which is true. If you and I hold real estate and pocket the proceeds of that real estate, no need to actually be taxed on that. That is accurate. Yet some people, of course, will value the intergenerational legacy planning aspects, will want to asset protect, preventing yourself from a divorce or attacks from creditors. If you are in incapacity, it's not ideal. So holding an individual name, I would say reasonable if you have a mortgage and a will at the top, but that is not open for everyone. For example, if you're a Muslim, that doesn't work. So generally, really what ticks the box we find is UAE Foundation or UAE Foundation and holdco under it. Just beware, if you have that holding entity under it, like many people do, then you may have a tax event because of corporate tax. So you may want to seek advice on how to optimize your structure, maybe simplify it for the greater good.
Okay, understood. So among all tools available in the market, it is now clear that foundation is the go-to option for property structuring, especially when it comes to tax efficiency, if the property is obviously owned directly by the foundation, as you just said. Okay,
that's it.
Great.
And offshore holdcos in individual name, that's definitely out. And if you have a foreign trust, I'm afraid this will not work. So here you are. Here are the solution, and they all work.
All right. Thank you, Jan, for your answer today. And again, if you want to know more about property structuring in the UAE, we have a fact sheet on this topic describing all the options available nowadays. And we are happy to share that with qualifying applicants. Thank you.
Thank you.